We four fearless gals jumped into the car and made an expedition to the wilds of Chataloochee and the Great Smoky Mountains, and look what we found.
Today.
One more shot.
You're number 180.
Hey there, sweetie. Hey.
You want to come over here, have a little.
Just touch it. Just touch it. Hey there. Hi.
Now, what are you going to do when she gets here?
Tap it.
Hey. Look at you.
Well, over hill, over dale, we'll find elk and never fail. And we saw lots of herds of elk. In fact, we saw them bugling and antler thrashing, and we crawled over logs over rivers and look in search of the great big-leafed magnolia, which eluded our 7-mile hike, but we saw lots of mushrooms along the way. It was plentiful mushrooms, from little fluted pipes to amazing red-capped glorious mushrooms. But it was really all about the big boys in the field. He was pretty amazing, and it was obvious that he'd been collecting many young ladies to as his harem, and these poor two young officios were kicked out, and look at the scars on their backs from fighting. We had a great time. These are a few late-breaking images of our merry gals hiking through the woods. It was amazing how much water was in the river and how many fordings we did. We counted, I think, something like 18 or 19 crossings to get up and over the creeks and across them in snags, and where there weren't any big bridges or logs to crawl over. We felt pretty nimble and delighted with ourselves. But then we returned in time to see the big elk doing their things, and they were just so pretty. And this baby came wandering out in front of our car, and he still had his spots, and he was making little fluting noises, and this big boy must have been his father. And here's a darling little calf by the road. It was altogether fabulous. It's only about an hour and a half's drive from Cashiers, North Carolina, and I highly recommend it. Just take the long road and you'll get there eventually.